Hello everybody. We are here to talk to you today about what will need to be done in order for us to have our carpet replaced. And so we know it's going to require some work from all of us, but we are so excited to get the new carpet. So we decided it would be a good idea to provide a video for you so that you could see exactly what we're talking about. And Ms. Wunderlich has graciously allowed us to use her classroom as an example. So we are going to have workers here working Monday through even Saturday evening until they finish carpeting our entire building. They will generally do about 4 to 5 rooms a night. And so in general, you can expect to leave one day and then find new carpet the next morning. First things first, you do not have to move any furniture. So that's a bonus. You don't have to move a desk, a bookcase, none of that. So you don't have to move any furniture. What you will have to do is box up any items that are in cabinets, on bookshelves, or that are personal items. So keep in mind, these are contracted workers that will be coming in our building, and while they are going to do the very best that they can to take care of the furniture, anything that you have in your classroom that is a personal item that is of great meaning to you, we recommend you go ahead and box that up and take it home. Now, otherwise, your personal items or school items can be boxed up and left in your classroom, and they will be moved. What the workers will do is they will come in and they will mark where everything is in your classroom. They will move everything out into the hallway. They will carpet your room, and then they will bring all of your items back. And so they will do the very best they can over the course of an evening to put things back where you left them. But the work on your end is going to be to pack up. And so we're gonna recommend that everyone start packing up in the next week. And I will be sending out a schedule over the weekend letting you know exactly what's happening. So let us take a look around this classroom and think about what will need to be packed up and ready. We will be getting boxes from the county office. Hopefully those will come at the very beginning of the week, and we will be distributing those to you. Now, nothing on your walls has to come down. Everything on the walls can stay put, but let's start with cabinets like these. So you have your 2-door cabinets. Everything that is on the inside will need to come out and be placed in a box sitting in front of this cabinet. Number 1. Number 2, here are some kid book boxes. These will need to be removed from these shelves. So whether you decide to go ahead and disassemble them or to put them in a different location, where might that be? If you have a bathroom in your classroom, you can move items like this into your bathroom. You can also put it on what they call the wet area. And let me run over here really quickly. This would be the wet area of your classroom. You can stack anything here, keeping it off of that white strip. You can stack anything up here on your sink. While I'm here, this particular bookshelf, nothing needs to happen with something like this because this area has nothing to do with the carpeting. So again, you can use this area. You can stack things in your cabinets if you still have room, because they obviously will not carpet over here. Now here we have this wonderful classroom library. You don't have to disassemble this, but these would all need to come out of the bookshelf because they can't move the bookshelf with these items inside. They will, again, move these bookshelves for you. You don't have to do anything with that, but you will have to remove all said items. All right, let's come over here. We've got another cabinet. We love our cabinets. This cabinet will also need to be emptied, box left in front. They did say that your boxes could remain open. However, I would recommend you put a top on it because they will have to move that box out into the hallway, and you want to make sure you are protecting your items. Now, the last thing on my list is to talk about your student desk. If you have tables in your classroom, you're pretty good to go. But these kiddos have got wonderfully filled desk here with lots of items. So you can go ahead and decide if some of those items can go home for the remainder of the year. Otherwise, we would tell you to have the children go ahead and take their personal items, pack them in their book bags, and take them home on the day that your classroom is supposed to be carpeted. Because when they move these desks out into the hallway, we don't want the things on the inside to come out. Now, again, I want to stress that anything of importance to you, pack it up, hide it away. And, you know, here's the thing. You're going to get to pack up a little bit early this year, because once you pack up, that'll be set for you for the year. One last thing, if you are in a classroom with a movable wall, if you have a movable wall, you will have to take anything that is on the wall there down, because when they move the wall to open up to do the carpet, you don't want any of your items to be damaged. Okay, for the rest of our tour, I'm going to turn this over to Dr. Thompson.
Thank you, Mrs. Chatham. I'm just going to complete our tour with sharing again that this shelf, if you have items on the shelf, you can stack them and put them in a box. Everything that's on the floor needs to be put in a box or moved, and again, they will move all tables, they will move everything out of the door. So make sure that your shelves are completely empty and everything that's on the floor is off the floor. The next very important thing is that they want to make sure that your own personal laptop or desktop computer is safe. So they want you to unplug your computer, and then you're going to lift it and place it face down so that the screen does not get damaged. But please make sure that you unplug your computer, lift it and place it face down so that it does not get damaged. Now, the next morning, Mr. Shepard's going to come in and plug up everything for you so that we can start rebooting it. So that is something that he has on his to-do list, that the day after your carpet is in place, he will come in and plug all of your things back up. All right, so yeah, don't forget your ladybug. All of these kinds of things need to be unplugged. I will go ahead and put my ladybug in a box as well. All right, the next thing, all of these, if they can be moved out of the door, because the workers will come and take things and just take them out the door. But if an item has to be tilted to be moved out of the door, like your teacher desk, I would suggest that you unpack your teacher desk so things don't shift and toss. So your teacher desk and anything that would have to be tilted on its end to be moved out of the door needs to be empty so it's clear. The other things, again, don't forget your personal items, because you don't want the picture of your grandmother falling on the floor and getting glue on it. So make sure you pack up all those things. This is another item. This is these professional learning and teacher resources. Just place them in a box and put it right there, and then you can move them back in and restack your shelf. This looks like something that can be moved out of the door without being tilted. So this looks like it's good. All these little cabinets that do not have to be tilted can be just moved right outside the door as long as everything is secure and you've got drawers on them. So again, those are just a few things that we thought might help you prepare and pack up. Again, please leave things on your wall. Again, Mrs. Chatham talked about it's a great time for you to kind of get started on early packing for the summer, but we want to make sure our classrooms look like a classroom until the very last day of school. So it gives you an opportunity to think about purging some things. All right, I think that's it. Ms. Chatham, do you have one more thing?
Yes, one more thing. I don't think we mentioned this, Dr. Thompson. Your filing cabinets do not have to be emptied. They can put those on a little doily thing and roll them right out, so you do not have to empty your filing cabinets. And anything in your classroom that's a personal item that's on wheels, they can just roll right out. So again, it's about emptying things that have to be lifted so that they don't get broken. If it's on rollies, it can go right on out the door. Now, I think my final comment to you all is this. You will get all of this information in writing as well. We wanted you to have a visual. We understand that it is just one more thing but it's a great time to purge. It's a great time to get an early start on cleaning your room out for the summer. And then you're all going to come back and our school is going to be beautiful. It's going to match our beautiful, beautiful media center, and it'll be great for you and it'll be great for kids. So anything that you need help with, do not hesitate to reach out to a member of the admin team, to the custodial staff. You just let us know, and as soon as we get those boxes in, we will get them to you. Thank you so much.